Alrighty. Alrighty, so welcome to the Monday night stream. I'm your host, Starfield9. Today I'll be streaming Starfield. G-Strip says hey, I say hey back to you too. Alright, so, yeah. I just beat Arcanum. That went pretty well, all things considered. Pain in the ass as that game was, it was still fun. Greetings, my fellow carbon-based life form. Yeah. Anyway, I need a bit of a palate cleanser, so to speak, you know? I need something to get me back in the flow of things a bit. And I've been trying to think of what the hell to stream next. I was gonna do Metal Gear Solid 5, both Ground Zero and Phantom Pain. But, yeah, no, for the most part, I figure I may just do Starfield instead. It's a game that I'm already familiar with greatly, and, well, it's also one of those games where I could talk over it fairly easily at this time, because I already gone through the main story more times than I can count for, at least. G-Drip says, No Man's Sky is really good, too. You know, I've been meaning to get into No Man's Skies. It's a game that I've been wanting to try and get into, but I just, for some reason, haven't ever found the time. I think it's probably because at the beginning of the game, because this is something that I know for a fact that I did with Starfield as well. At the beginning of the game, it is an insufferably slow start. Like, it is a fucking slog and a pain in the ass, but as soon as you get into, like, the later parts of the game, it does actually pick up and get better. Alright, so, what was I doing last on my personal playthrough? On stream, officially speaking, I was doing Shattered Space. I've since, however, deleted that save file, and have returned to, for lack of a better word, point zero for me. G-Strip says, what do you mean? As soon as I got on my ship working, I just ignored every quest. You know, maybe I should adopt that mentality a bit for No Man's Sky, because I know for a fact it's just the quests and story of that game is just kind of, it's not bad actually, but it is one of those things where it's just like, it is gonna friggin' drive you over to various parts of the world and such, so yeah. Anyway, let me see. Let's see, where was I? Alright. Ooh, that's a hell of a trek. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, no, maybe I should do that next time I start a new playthrough of No Man's Sky. Because my current save is kind of borked. Not in the sense that it's broken, but it's...
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Yeah, enjoy Neon. But yeah. Yeah, no, I need to start my No Man's Sky playthrough again. Is what I'll just leave it at. Crazy story. Took my freighter fleet, traveled 700k light years across the galaxy. Cross-reference sources learned the galaxy quadrant will gain all the defined system of Castorverse. Huh. Still haven't found it. But I can feel it, T-Strip says. Well, good luck to you to finding the place you're looking for. shut the fuck up. There we go. There we go. So I recently had to restart my playthrough of Starfield, at least from my last .0 save that I made a backup of, because this save specifically didn't have any creations and no mods. I think at most all it had was a few... I'm trying to remember specifically. I know that I did use mods to bypass certain things, but they were so light that they were just a non-issue, so to speak. So yeah, I think one of them was like, for the sake of transparency, I used cheats to boost my level, just so that way I get through the game. In which, this was after I beat the game initially, I think. This was like my third official playthrough. So yeah, this was before any of the serious mods came out. But, so to speak, it is a quote-unquote pure it is a pure game file, technically. I still have it, actually, too. This is on cycle 3, if the suit is anything to go by, so... yeah.
Lush,
I got a
somewhat
few
green
mods
and probably crawling with
installed
critters.
right now. Yeah, I do got a few mods installed right now. Among them are graphics mods and yeah, that's really about it actually. I don't really have any script extender mods because I know for a fucking fact by the time the next patch comes by, people are gonna be like, oh my god, my Starfield script extender is busted. I can't use the race menu looks menu thing. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing to use, but still. Cheese Drip says, yeah, I'm using mods too. I'm in Stardew Valley and have this one that freezes time. I'm trying to remember. I think I used that mod at one point, but right now I'm trying to go through Stardew Valley with like year 1 or something like that. Speaking of which, I should probably pick up playing Stardew Valley again. It's been a while. Anyway, focusing back on Starfield. Currently, I am doing the Watchtower quest. Let me see what I could use, because right now I got like a dozen fucking mods from Creation and Nexus. The Creation stuff specifically, I know for a fact what I'm using, but for Nexus, I've been very selective with what I use for Nexus. There it is. Big ol' fat mech. Time to bring down the thunder. My throwing armor's good.
Maintaining search battlefield loss detected. System integrity at risk. Damage detected.
Landed a crit on a fucking mech. All it took was just like one good shot. Yep. Let's see here. Jesus says it's muted. What is muted? Is my mic? No, my mic is fine. Oh wait, hold on. Right? No, no. I'm seeing the game itself is currently. Oh, ah, shit! I'm dead. I died. Oh no. Yeah. So right now I'm currently. I'm trying to remember specifically. I'm using a bunch of creations right now, and I'm trying to remember more specific stuff. Alright, but yeah, I'm using... In terms of... The fuck? Did I get stuck on a... Oh great, I'm stuck on a piece of grout, it seems like. I got stuck on a piece of grout and like fucking disappeared. Anyway, so I am using Dark Star. Yeah, I'm using the Dark Star creation overhaul right now, as well as I'm trying to remember specifically Singularity. Hold on, let me showcase what it is I got from the. So obviously I got Watchtower. What the fuck? Where's my other stuff? Here it is. Okay. I got a lot of creations right now. Anyway, so I got Dark Star installed right now, which pretty much grants like endgame. It pretty much rebalances the endgame to be more challenging, while also inclined for players to be more proactive in combat. I got Singularity, a skill overhaul, which pretty much adds some new skills and reworks some of the current ones. I'm kind of skeptical about this creation, because assuming Bethesda adds like new stuff, which is possible, whether or not it's in totality possible is up for debate, but this is kind of sort of like one of those things where it's just like, yeah, it's actually pretty good. It reworks some of the base game stuff a bit, so there's that. Trying to remember what else is more. What else do I got? I got like a bunch of armors and weapons is what I'll say, and some world space stuff, but nothing too crazy. And I have a personal energy shield mod that's interesting as well. And of course I got a few stuff from Nexus, in which those are just graphics mods, because I know for a fact, yeah, because I know that when it comes to graphics, this game is great, but I did want a few more things. One of them was like a new HUD, which I'm using this Star UI HUD, but I'm using it compacted, and I actually had to customize it so it could fucking actually be feasible or fucking decent. Because by default, the way it comes out by default is just... It's not bad, but it's not exactly great either. People love to say, oh, Star UI is great, but when you get it out of the box, it's just fucking awful. It overlaps with a lot of things, and along with that, it just pretty much shows too much stuff too soon, is what I'll say. It's like, it's one thing if it was like, I'm trying to find the word to describe it, you know, diegetic. You know, something that's like, oh, you know, if you open this, you get more details and such. But because Starfield's UI is already competent, I'd say, I am avoiding to use... Yeah, I am avoiding to use that stuff. like I said, time to call down some thunder.
Engaging target.
Ride the thunder, fuckwit. These goopers have stormtrooper ass names. Not really, these guys are actually landing hits on me. It's just the fact that I've built myself to be a goddamn tank. That's really what's going on. It's just the fact that my character is built like a tank. Sometimes they're not hitting me. Other times though they are actually hitting me. Oh, and for the record, for anyone curious about what difficulty I'm playing at, this is the difficulty I've slotted for. I've chosen to play on very hard, very easy. Yeah, I've decided to play on very hard, very easy, just so that way it's challenging. It's challenging in the way that, so much so that you're not going to be a bullet sponge, but they're not going to be a bullet sponge either. Pretty much think of it like the way Skyrim's... Oh, for fuck's sakes, again? Yeah, despite the fact that I'm built like a tank, I still eat shit from energy, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check, because I know when it comes to specifically EM and energy stuff, I have a weakness to that. Let me see. Decon, cellular regeneration, blood rush. Where's the resistance stuff? I think it is just straight combat. Let me see. No, guess not. I think it's the armor. Alright, but yeah, I'm playing on very hard, very easy, just... which is the equivalent, if I'm not mistaken, pretty much making the game scale 2 to 2. So, Skyrim, in the way that its difficulty is handled, I know for a fact that normal is considered 1 by 1. So that means the player deals 1-to-1 damage to the NPCs and vice versa. Easy reduces it down from like 2 times to 0.75 or something like that for very easy. Very easy, hard game. Sounds like Little Big playing it. You know, that's another game I gotta get around to playing. Anyway. Yeah, so pretty much the idea is to make the game like run on 2x2 instead of the standard 1x1. It's pretty much double damage to everything. I get hit like crazy, but they hit. They can hit hard is what I'm gonna say, but I can hit just as hard. That's the whole point. Your cave doesn't like slow-mo mode. Yeah, I know. That's how physics works.
Initiating containment procedures.
Damn it, I got caught in the blast. Why am I eating so much shit right now? What the fuck? God, this is just a miserable start for the first 21 minutes. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Ugh, I gotta shake off the dust. That's what it is. Now, I've been sort of thinking about, like, what it is I'm trying to do with some of my stuff a little bit. Thing is, when it comes to Darkstar, out of the box, it does not have great compatibility with other... Yeah, it just does not have good compatibility natively built into it. In theory, it's just... Yeah, so... In theory, the way Darkstar works is that it rebalances and adds, like, new stuff. Which is good. On the other hand, though... Yeah, on the other hand, though, the problem is... When it comes to, like... If I want to use, like, other mods, whether that be from the Nexus or the Creation Club, it is going to not play well because the amount of stuff it adds into it is so obscene, or so much content that it has built into it, that it doesn't play nice when you, like, use something that's not built for it. For example... So, for example, this Wakizashi, for example, well, I'll use as an example. It's called Unrivaled. It's called an Unrivaled Wakizashi. Yes, I know, it's a very edgy name. Anyway, the tier that it's called Unrivaled is native and only exclusive to Darkstar, to which the highest you could ever get for a melee weapon specifically thunder's coming down to me. God damn it. Alright. But yeah, natively speaking, the game for firearms goes up to advanced only. And for... Yeah, and for specifically, I think melee weapons, you can only get, like... What was it? I'm trying to remember, like, what was it called? Yeah, I'm trying to remember specifically what was it called. I know it was, like... I think it was either... It's definitely one of the higher ends, sharp. But yeah, let's say for the sake of brevity, sharpened is the highest it goes, right? So sharpened is, in theory, the highest it goes. Again, let's just say that for the sake of brevity, shall we? And when it comes to Darkstar, it adds the whole Unrivaled, and I think for Starboy suits is the... Starboy suits, they had like Mark 4 or Mark 5 versions. And that's new to Darkstar. So when it comes to like adding mod weapons, like for example this Ryujin, PDW, it can only go up to the vanilla game's highest rank, which is advanced. And so pretty much apply that logic over to... But yeah, apply that logic now over to all the other, like, extra stuff you get from either the Creation Club or from Nexus. You kind of sort of have issue there from then on. I'm not sure if there's going to be like some way that Darkstar will allow for like extra stuff to be added in to the stuff, because I know the way you can do it already is by using patches. Yeah, it's by using patches, which I'm not opposed to using. The problem is that by the time the next official game patch comes out, it is going to, as a result, be marked down for creation save tag, which is what I've been trying to avoid doing. In fact, I actually have an achievement enabler on right now. Yeah, I have an achievement enabler on my PC, and I don't need script extenders to use it. That's why I'm so adamantly against script extender currently. The current use for it is just not worth it. I mean, there is a few things I do want to, use eventually. Excuse me. But yeah, there is a few stuff I do want to use eventually, but the problem is I don't think because by the time the next patch comes out, which is in theory like this month, assuming that it's going to happen at the nearest Gamescom or whatever Games Fest going on right now in media, the script extender is gonna fucking break. And I want to avoid doing that as much as possible. Less work I have to do in maintaining my save file, and the fact that like, oh no, my big titty physics mod is not working because it's relying on script extender. The less I have to worry about that, the less I have to worry about that, the better off I am. With Skyrim and Fallout 4, I will concede I was able to tolerate it for a good while. But now I'm older, and along with that, I'm playing Starfield fairly regularly enough that I can certainly say that I don't want to have to go through that, like, constantly. I want to be able to play my fucking game whenever I want without having to worry about, oh my goodness, there's an update that I get to wait for the next day over, instead of just like waiting for like an hour or two for hour 6, I'll say, for just the achievement enabler, and everything else is good to go. It's been a while since I've actually used any of the Starborn powers. There we go.
Evaluating.
Doing some serious reflecting right there, game. Thanks. Alright, time to use my not crisp vector, chambered in .43 caliber. 45, excellent. Very slow. Ew. I'm just in the mood right now. There we go. Clean, dusted, and squared away. Open sesame. The game music is a bit loud. Let me... Yeah, I just wanna... Let's do a quarter way down, because I do want to hear the music. I agree to the notion that it does get a bit loud at times. Enon Zur's percussions is, well, loud. You know how many times I get paranoid when Fallout 3's combat music starts? A lot, because it happens more often than not. Alrighty. Lale Lule Lo. Man, it's been a while since I played Metal Gear. I really want to play that, actually. Not like right now, but I do want to try and like grease the wheels a little bit on my end. And with Metal Gear Delta coming out soon. Nope. But yeah, with Metal Gear Solid Delta coming out, the remaster for Metal Gear Solid 3, I do want to try and get into Metal Gear Solid 5 if I could help it. Although, then again, if I do Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm probably gonna have to do like every other Metal Gear game. And then afterwards, I have to contact a friend of a friend of a friend to fucking play Metal Gear Solid 4. Because you can't play MGS4 anywhere else but the PlayStation 3. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid 4, when is the HD Collection Volume 2 gonna come out, Konami? Okay. Alright, let me think off the top of my head. What do I need to do right now? I'm trying to think. I know one thing for certain is that I do need to upgrade my suit a little bit. Currently, it's not bad, but it can be better. One of the things that I did actually get for installs and creations is to improve the jetpack, or the boost pack rather, in this game. Just so that way I could just start flying around. Shoot things? Well, yeah, obviously, but I still need ammo. All my guns, for some well, no, I shouldn't say for some ungodly reason. I know the reason why, is because I use them frequently, and I don't have enough weapons, or enough ammo to go around for them. Okay, I think, alright, so I'm remembering now. The highest attainable tier for melee weapons after one of the patches that came out a while ago was Warrior. So, Darkstar added Unrivaled. The base game's values sets to Warrior, if I'm not mistaken. It could go higher, but that's what I'm going to settle at, because I know for a fact Sharpened is not the highest. It's like maybe it's maybe like second or third above the standard stock stuff. So yeah. So I know for a fact Warriors tier stuff is going to be like decent. I know for a fact I need to actually get materials for upgrading my weapons. Superior, I do know as well, is also like second highest. Alright, and I need to get more ships. Yeah, let's go to Volai. This den of iniquity.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
Oh my god, we got through. Ever wondered what Cyberpunk 2077 would be like if it was on an oil rig? You didn't? Well, you're about to find out anyway. Welcome to Neon, otherwise known as, you know what, I don't have anything creative to say about Neon other than the fact that its mainstay is fucking having drugs being legal here. Specifically one, Aurora, which, if I'm not mistaken from my brief understanding of it, is supposed to be a, it's pretty much an uppers. It's an opioid. There we go. That's what I'm thinking about. Opioids. Alright, but yeah, this is pretty much Neon right now. If you're wondering why it looks so desolate and small, but yeah, if you're wondering why it's so desolate right now, and why it doesn't look like it's like really flushed out or anything, well, I do have a reason as to why, and it's just simply due to the fact that for the sake of my own sanity, and just to see how well the game held up if I did this, I actually turned down the crowd density to be low. Like very low, because I wanted to see how well Starfield's whole cityscape would have held up if it was just this. And so far, it's not that bad, to be honest. You got some people hanging around here and there, you know, that sort of thing. But for the most part, yeah. It could be seen as very sleepy, but still. Turn it all the way up, I'm curious. Alright. Let's... I need to... Whoops. Alright, one moment. So I gotta, like, reload the map a bit. So as you can clearly see here, at the very least, compared to low density, it's not obvious at first, but I can spot like at least 3 crowds that weren't here before. You got more like generic pedestrian characters as you're roaming around, filling the space as to where people would normally be. For example, you got like groups of people here, more people standing around. Apologies if I'm moving a bit fast here, but yeah. But yeah, you got like more generic NPC type characters like here and there. And you got them like here and there, just like hanging about, walking around. It does give the idea that it's now more flush in terms of like generic pedestrian population and all that. I will say this, that it's probably going to be seen more obviously in New Jemison, or New Atlantis, I should say, as that one is an actual metropolitan. Whilst here, this is like, you know, like a street, like a city block. Well, a bunch of city blocks cobbled together and brought together sort of thing, you know? G-Drip says, I'm imagining New York streets for some reason. And SW says, it's like Times Square. That's not too far off, to be honest. Neon lights, dreary atmosphere. All you need is just the rain to complete the setting, and you got yourself a classic noir area. Alright, I'm turning down the density low. I'm gonna turn the density down to low again because... there it is. There, but yeah, I'm turning the density down back to low. Alright, but yeah. The reason why I have it set to low is, like I said before, to see how well Starfield holds up with low generic pedestrian density. But along with that, to like have more identifiable markers onto unique NPCs.
Got a problem?
I know for a fact the guards here definitely are unique NPCs.
That's an order, not a...
And I also know there's like a handful of other NPCs as well that are more unique. Shopkeepers that are out in the open, like for example here in the Volai Hotel.
They do say the
You got like
hardest part is showing
characters
up.
like Miguel here, or
I've done that.
Minerva. You can definitely tell that they're more unique. Alright, but yeah. Alright, let me think. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, that's right, get ammo.
Core Kinetics isn't the only game in town, you know. If you're here to buy, take a...
I think coming in your shop was a mistake.
Maybe. That's up to you. But rules are rules.
But the
If you don't
guards are
like it,
racist.
talk to Sticks.
It's the
He runs
future.
out,
There's nobody that's racist here. Mostly because there is actually an in-game explanation. Mankind was almost wiped out, so I don't think they could afford that type of luxury of being that racist. Maybe culturalist. That would probably still exist though. Like for example, there's a...
You know, I'm sick.
I'm trying to remember the religions of this game, because one of them is like worshipping a serpent. Another one of them was like,
they sprayed onto his chassis.
what's the best way to describe it?
If
Like,
I could find the asshole who did that.
what
I'll
was
make him
it?
Pay for the paint removal.
It's like the crystal hippies sort of thing, you know? The people that are like,
I've got more than
all
you
the
can
signs and such. Did you call racism a luxury? Look, when all... Look, the day that someone could call another person out for being a particular skin tone is going to be a bit more harder when you're literally like, what was it? Currently, Earth's population is like in the billions. Imagine that number now cut down to like, I'm trying to remember specifically the number. I think it was like either 2 million or 3 million now at this point. So that's why I'm saying that it's like, you gotta all come together sort of thing. Oh god. Oh god, we got a bot. Costco will own us and we'll survive on Gatorade. That's not too far off actually from how in this game the economy is handled a bit. Well, in terms of like food economy, I should clarify specifically.
You ever get nightmare sticks? About the
Alright, but yeah, when it comes to like the food economy in Starfield, there's actually someone that actually did break it down a bit. And I'm trying to remember the specifics of that. Terra Brew being the equivalent of like Starbucks and such, as well as like a few other places that serve like real food, is still somewhat out there. But the most common food in this game is like stuff that is like preserved, or that's like really chocked full of like preservatives. And that's mostly due to the fact that it's needed to be that way for space travel.
Would you like to participate in one of our studies?
Alright, real quick. Let me showcase the food real quick.
Howdy.
You're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan. But if
Yeah,
you're here for something-
yeah, it's slick hair. For alcohol.
Oh, we have plenty. Here,
Alright.
you can look, but
So you do have traditional food here. Yeah, you do have traditional food here in this game. For example, you got these sliders not made out of, I know for a fact that these sliders are not made of, like, hamburger meat, because cows don't exist in Starfield. At least Earth cows don't exist in Starfield. It's alien meat is what you're going to be eating in this world. Those burgers look disgusting. I don't know, they look pretty good to me, relative to what I know about burgers, at least. You got baguettes, and I know that's because certain crops were definitely transported over from Earth before it was wrecked to shit. And then you have soups, which is, you know, soup. Gazpacho, which is made out of crops from Earth again. The lounge special, I'm 100% certain that is not a sirloin beef steak. That's probably another alien. The potatoes are real though, so there's that. Melon caviar. Local caviar. Yeah, so alien fish. Plum. That's just a plum. And seaweed snack. That is also just seaweed.
hope to see you again.
Excuse me.
Take it easy.
You know, when people were playing Starfield, people were kind of sort of complaining about how the club was not realistic.
What's up?
And I'll say this for a fact. I don't think anybody that was complaining about the fact that the club isn't realistic has ever been to a club in real life. In real life, I've actually only been to like 2 clubs, I'd say. One was because I was working at it one was because I was working at it for detail, and another one was for something else altogether that I'm trying to remember. But these clubs, they're not usually, when it comes to like actual clubs, they're not really flushed or filled with like people, unless it's like a tourist trap thing, in which, sure, that's likely what's going to happen when it's full of people. But because the Astral Lounge is like an actual... A part lord just dropped.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Alright, but yeah, when it comes to like actual parties, they're usually, if you're going to like an actual party place, it is going to be likely somewhere that is like sort of a hole in the wall type of thing. You're not gonna really go out of your way to...
No, Sticks, I didn't mean to literally.
You're not gonna go to like some place that's gonna be like all ritzy and fancied up. You're literally just gonna go for a fucking hole in the wall. Because 1, it's cheap. 2, it's, you know, much more... You got more local people there. And 3, the drinks are cheap too, so there's that. So yeah, unless it's like a tourist trap area, in which the Astro Lounge is kind of both a tourist trap and a local hangout, you're not gonna see any. You're not gonna see any like large amount of people there. Auroraville. Here we go. I still need ammo. I still need some other stuff too, actually, now I think about it. What the hell?
Hail acknowledged. Star station operating under automated control. No further response possible.
Oh, this is interesting. My ship is crooked. Well, yeah, well, I guess it is. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Oh shit. I think I just invaded a workplace. Well, I am going for a renegade run in this playthrough, so I guess... Oh, double shit. This was an invasion in the making, I guess. Alright. Kill the working class. Well, that's what these robots decided on. Alright, let me see, what do I have? All I got that's gonna be powerful enough in theory is this. Even then, it's not really that great of a weapon, to be honest. At least in the current variant I got it as. The name of the game for Starfield that I recognize at the very least as commonplace is the fact that you should probably always invest in the armor bypass, is what I call it often. And that's mostly due to the fact that when it comes to high-level enemies, they have an obscene amount of health. Well, not health, but they have a fairly high amount of defense, which... getting armor ignoring properties is just great all around. Well, let's see what's going on further and further, shall we? Let me see if I should... I've been playing more third-person games lately, so I'm just thinking to myself if I should tighten up my third-person view a bit. More 45 ACP. God, at this rate, I'm playing like a freaking FUD right now. My 45 ACP. The won 2 world wars, I'll have you know. Best caliber in game. Actually, funnily enough, that isn't too far off. any weapon with ballistic properties is really good at dealing with people, so to speak. Even machines, now I'm thinking about it too, with the way that this has been going a little bit. As long as I get a crit, that is. Anyway, I know that energy is also really good as well. Ah, punched me in the face.
Catastrophic damage.
Well, I've won 4 world wars, all of which I've instigated. Well, the consequences of my actions. God, the problem right now is that I'm running a lot of stock weaponry for my gear. I haven't had the opportunity or resources to actually properly modify them to be usable in live fire and high-level scenarios. See, I do want to get the armor bypass of on my sword. So where's the modify blades weapon? Let's see. I have high dueling. I'm trying to figure out how. Oh wait, it's fucking research. That's why. Oh, son of a bitch. I need research points is what it is. Ugh, sloppy part. Sloppy indeed. Did you know that there's a species of penguins that live in the jungle? I've heard about that to some extent. Not extensively, but enough that I think I heard it like once or twice here and there.
System failure.
Yeah, I think I heard about that once or twice before. It's interesting to know more. I'd be interested to know more. I should probably look into it myself at some point. I definitely need some piercer rounds or something. Now, at some point, I should really get around to playing Fallout 4 again. It has been such a long time since I played that game, and I want to play it again. Seeing you use super speed gives me an idea. If the Flash had a gun, enter the super speed mode, we'll call it. Fire said gun, then the gun would be affected and shoot the same speed as him using it? Or would it also be slow? You know what? I'm not sure. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. So, I'm trying to remember what I know about the Flash specifically. Yeah, I'm trying to remember specifically what I know about the Flash, and I know for a fact that when it comes to him using his Speed Force, which is the official name for it, by the way, when it comes to the Flash using his Speed Force, he does transfer the mass. He does have like a sort of like translation as to like how much force he deals and doles out when it comes to his like punches and the like. But I've never heard of a situation where the Flash uses an object and the object is affected by his presence. I can imagine maybe at some point in one of the Flash comic runs that might have happened. For example, him channeling the Speed Force energy that he's got going on within him to affect items around him specifically. But as far as I know, if it's a simple mechanical, or give me a sec. If it's a simple like object, like for example a sword, a staff, or for example his fists, it would definitely translate for speed to mass and force by proximity. He's not applying force, he's creating chemical reactions with the bullet being propelled. So yeah, if we're talking about like, because of the way guns work is that it's a mechanic and it's a mechanical thing where it's got like mechanisms, and the fact that you also are igniting the pistol's gunpowder and such. I don't think, again, I could be wrong on this assessment right now, but I don't think it would apply directly to his predicament of like him using a gun and then all of a sudden it adapts to his Speed Force. I would imagine specifically, at the very least, it would still be slow by the time he uses it. Compared to, say, if he was to use a sword or something like that, or a quarterstaff, or again, his fists, it would be a different story, because it would be equal to his speed at that point. Jesus says, yeah, that makes sense. I will concede to this notion that, assuming that if a weapon the weapon he's using is not going to be assuming the weapon he's using is not like a ballistic pistol and instead like an energy weapon, like a pistol that shoots, or a laser pistol that shoots faster than the speed of light, or fast as the speed of light, then in theory it would work, but at the same time, it's not him making it faster. That's him just matching to the speed of the weapon itself at that point. Alright. Put Barry in a hamster wheel and he could power the world. You know what? That actually happened one time. I'm trying to remember. It did happen specifically to Wally West, who got stuck in like a vampire world. Or yeah, a vampire... Give me a sec. In one of the more recent DC comic runs right now. But yeah, in one of the more recent DC comic runs right now, when it comes to... Let's see, what can I get? Yeah, but yeah, when it comes to one of the more recent DC comic runs, I know that recently they had like a vampire run And one of the things that happened was like one of the Flashes, Wally West, got like all like gunked up in being a vampire battery, pretty much, where he's like what was it? He's like he's cranking this wheel to generate power, and that's why it's and that's how he was like feeding power into it. It was like really screwed up because I think for that Flash the legs were cut off, and it was just and he was like suspended in the air. So it has happened before. It's not ideal, but yeah, it's happened before. That's got to be a shitload of energy. It was a shitload of energy. For what it was, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me see. I gotta still get my. Alrighty. Let me see. I still gotta like do some basic shit for these things. Let's see. Do I have any material I can use? Ah, fuck. Not to mention the rate his lungs would have to go to maintain his speed for a second. Every function of his body would maintain his own speed. I don't know about you, but 100 BPM isn't ideal. For a normal human being, yeah, that's not ideal. But for a person like the Flash, specifically, who's adapted, whose body's adapted to it, it is kind of the norm. Funnily enough, they actually addressed. Funnily enough, Cheeser, they actually addressed like the attention span of the Flash a little bit as well. To which I'm trying to remember specifically. Yeah, they address the fact that when it comes to the Flash, all the Flashes, by the way, they have like a sort of the equivalent of attention deficit disorder, and pretty much the way that the Flash handles it is to pretty much slow down his perception to actually match the people around him. Because he is so used to moving at like super speed that even his awareness is at the level of super speed. And so they have to, in order for them to like maintain like the ability to, you know, have a conversation and the like, they actually need to slow down. And to them, it could be almost insufferable. Teaser says, as ADHD, the equivalent of it, I would say, because, again, their perception is like super fast. That's why it's like the equivalent of it. Sounds about accurate. Yep. Alrighty. You know, I can't get the fact that I want to play Metal Gear out of my head a bit. And I do want to try and go through my Starfield save file a little bit, trying to like refine it a bit.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Let me think off the top of my head. What is it that I want to do right now? Because I still got time on hand. Go gambling, Cheese Trip says. If only I could do that. No, I gotta think off rip. My Starfield game is currently a bit of a work in progress. That's why I haven't really streamed it as much, despite me wanting to. Because I do want to try and refine my ideal playthrough. It's not always going to be perfect, but still. I do want to at least achieve enough of a consistency that I'm happy with. Still though. Let me think. Let me think off the top of my head. Metal Gear Solid Delta is coming out soon, and I want to play Metal Gear. I'm probably gonna regret this, but may as well. We're switching gears over real quick to a game that is still, it is actually Metal Gear. You know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna try and hide it. It is actual Metal Gear Solid now. Let's see, where is the one I'm looking for specifically though? Here it is. Alright, so Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero is the game I'm gonna play. This is the prequel to the official game, Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain. So, I'm not sure if I streamed this, but I'm gonna do it now. GTA 89 just dropped. Ugh. Alrighty, so here we are. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero. Alrighty, so I've already gone through this game already like a dozen times at this point. But I may as well go through the one mission that really matters. Yeah, just go through the one mission that really matters in this case. Ground Zero. I'm trying to think, do I want to play with controller or mouse and keyboard? A game like this? I've been using mouse and keyboard for a while now, but you know what, fuck it, let's do this. I'm not gonna pretend and play it on hard mode, I'm playing normal. In an era where the world was still divided into East and West, the boss, the mother of special forces, hero of World War II, defected to the Soviet Union. Under order of the US government, her final apprentice, Naked Snake, took her life. But, for the boss, her defection was no more than a cover. She was made to sacrifice herself to prevent nuclear war. The boss used Snake to ensure that the philosopher's legacy of the vast military fund under the Soviet army control would reach America. For those outstanding accomplishments, Snake was awarded Big Boss. After turning on his back on America, Snake recruited soldiers with the help of Kazuhiro Miller, the first man he met in battle. Alright. What's that dude's name? Arthur Mortgage? Well, I'll explain it later.
you told us everything. Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it. How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier. Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
"10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Trojan horse is in! This pirate crackdown's a go! Move!
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring them back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point. We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
Alrighty.
I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
We got him, 007. Jesus says. Huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
It's Kiefer Sutherland from 24 as Snake. Directed by Hideo Kojima. Alrighty, here we go. On the clock.
Chico and Paz are being held in an old unused part of the compound. Get inside and head northeast.
Mission info has been
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area. Keep low. You can check the controls on the pause screen. If you ready your weapon while crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster.
Oh boy.
Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Alrighty.
Oh, quiet. Those new guys. See their choppers? Big win. These rays, seals. Those ain't no jarhead birds, I can tell you that. See a pair of military guys?
Some of the guys are seeing. You know what? Best we just got.
To climb an obstacle, press the action button.
Alrighty. See if we could get by this without triggering an alarm.
Somebody, get over here!
Speak.
The map has been updated.
Use your iDroid to check all sorts of operational data. The map, objectives, targets, locations. It will help a lot if you let it.
Sweet dreams. Why is bro explaining this experienced agent how to move? If I were to go to a bot today, she'd say, use the left joystick to walk. It's the way the game has always been made. It's always been like sort of narratively been like that a bit.
Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
It's funny to think about it realistically. I know, it's kind of sort of borked the way that it's handled, but it's true.
Contact me if you need advice. Eyes open, boss.
Let me see here. It's been a while since I last played this game. How do I... Oh, okay. I see. It said full moon because it feels like snack would be really easy to see. Yeah, actually, kind of, sort of. Let me see here. Sloppy. I want to try and do this as quietly as possible.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Now, this is before reflex mode was a thing. Oh well, what can you do, I guess. Mission failed, we'll get it next time. Alrighty.
Contact me if you need advice.
Trying to avoid fatalities if I can help it. Try to avoid fatalities and avoid obvious alerts. That's my goal right now. Alrighty, nice. I know people have actually speedrun this game to be like even faster than what I'm doing.
In the way. You'll either have to go around.
Ugh, jeez, I really miss reflex mode.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Mission failed, we'll get it next time.
the old prison area. The targets are there.
I'm trying to remember and think off the top of my head. I know that specifically.
Eyes open, boss.
I know that specifically Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero does not have as many refinements as the actual final release of it does have.
You should move the bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
There we go. Oh, here comes a scene from Hideo Kojima.
Chico. Chico. Chico, it's me.
No! No! Go away! Go away! No, man. Move me out of here, please. Get off me! Get off!
Chico, keep it down.
Go away! Right over here. Hey, you gotta let me out. You let me out, go! Stay here. Get off me! Get off!
What the fuck?
Chico, calm down.
Chico, calm down. Calm down. Strangles him out. Calm down, Chico. Calm down. Just strangling him out. Jeez.
I got Chico.
And boss,
Not here.
are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
Aish.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, boy.
You'll have to carry him out then. Okay, boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Posse's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
Once he's calmed down, just proceeds to choke him out more. Jeez, they're fast. What are those?
RV on your map.
Those are
Okay, now carry
nuts and
Chico
bolts
there.
riveted into his ankles, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're nuts and bolts that were riveted into his ankle to prevent him from leaving and escaping. And that's what it is.
Once you don't end up head first in the ocean. The RV's just a little further.
So this character is from Peace Walker, which this game and subsequently Phantom Pain is a direct sequel
Right.
to.
You reach the RV. Put the target down for a minute. How's he doing?
Well, he's just a kid.
Chico, where's Paz?
Yeah. Nope, it's gonna get more fucked up.
She's dead.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
Okay, now use your iDroid to call the chopper for pickup.
Marker plate. Marker removed. Please select landing zone confirmed.
Alright, but yeah, this character's a holdover from Peace Walker, in which this game in Phantom Pain is a sequel to, which is also a sequel to Metal Gear Solid 3. So yeah, all around this game is, got like a lot of stuff that's more grim to Phantom Pain, or to Peace Walker by comparison. Just accidentally flag him.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Marco, on station at LZ.
I'm thinking to forego
Put the target on the chopper.
There we go.
Chico's tape. Think it could give us a clue to Paz's location. Use your iDroid to listen to it.
Oh, that's right, he's got a Sony Mark Walkman.
Buzz!
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken up.
Oh no, I died. Fucking ragdoll, bitch. Oh wow, that's actually different from the base game. You actually, that's different from Phantom Pain, because in Phantom Pain, you usually play an animation before kicking
Now let's
it.
find Paz. If she's dead, we need to see the body to be sure. Boss, any clue where she might be?
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, listen to the tape that Paz has.
Buzz!
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead. I hear vehicles. And a flag.
Hold on a sec. There's a few things I do want to try out, because I know that in my original playthrough for this game, it was a lot more streamlined, for lack of a better word.
Now let's find Paz. If she's dead, we need to see the body to be sure. Boss, any clue where she might be?
Yeah, here we go. What MGS is this? This is 5 Ground Zero. if you want to play the actual full game, so to speak, because this was like a $40 demo, you want Phantom Pain instead. Yeah, you'll want to look into like Phantom Pain instead.
The surveillance camera. That's the admin building. Watch your corners.
Alrighty. Okay. Am I going the right way? No idea.
The drainage channel. You might be able to crawl in there. Maybe Chico's tape can tell you something. What can you hear on it? Take a close listen. Boss, have you checked Chico's tape for clues? What you hear on it might lead you to Paz.
Let's see here.
A gate.
All of that too. Caesar asked for Big Boss. Was he in a coma? I'm just gonna say physics. Answer for the sake of simplicity, yes. He was in a coma.
Chico left the tape on record while he was being moved. Try using what you hear to find Paz. If you're still not sure, listen to the tape again.
Oh no! Big guy died. Time paradox.
Now let's find Paz. If she's dead, we need to see the body to be sure. Boss, any clue where she might be? That's the admin building. Watch your corners.
Man, I'll say this, I'm not familiar with Ground Zero as I am with Phantom Pain. And that's because in Phantom Pain, there's like so many things you could do to. But yeah, in Phantom Pain specifically, you can do like all sorts of like crazy shit and get away with it. So to go back to Ground Zero is like kind of sort of a regression of sorts. Well, depending on how you look at it, at least. It is quote-unquote pure, so to speak, as a sneaking game, but at the same time it's also very... It's also very just...
The satellite has gone out. Looks like a problem with the power supply. Whoever's closest, go check on the power system. Over.
CP, this is Delta 4. Investigating now. Out.
You won't stop me.
Don't push yourself. Fall back to a safe position.
Oh boy. I'm certainly not gonna get any awards at this rate.
It's too dangerous to try and contact the target. Wait for the enemy to stand down.
Oh.
CP, this is Zulu 1. Lost visual contact. Heading to last known position. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up and find them. Out.
The enemy's trying to take you out. Contact the target later.
At this rate, I'm just gonna I guess I can't curb my blood. My bloodlust for too long, I guess.
CP, this
I
is
don't know what
Delta
you do,
1.
I guess.
Lost visual contact. Take the last known position. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Make your check, but proceed with caution. Out.
Don't do anything rash. You wouldn't get far even if you did free the target. Wait for the right moment. Get Posse onto the helicopter. Put the target on the chopper.
Lost sight of the enemy. We're going to search the area. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Watch yourselves. Don't let them flank you. Out.
Right, dirty.
Don't make contact with the target yet. Wait until the area is clear of enemies.
Is she alive? Yes, ain't. Oh boy, at this rate, I'm not gonna get that stealth. Oh god. hey. No expect perfection the first mission. Yeah, it's been possible, right? I wasn't expecting to go guns blazing this soon, though. Oh well, what can you do, I guess.
Okay, now's your chance to contact the...
You know, never mind. Because I was going to make a joke at the fact that when I was younger, I would have been able to pull this off, but even when this first came out, I wasn't able to.
Boss, get Boss onto the helicopter.
Okay. Jeez, Bass. How is she still breathing? The answer is, complicated.
Hit me all you want. Stay away.
Alright, because I've already committed like a dozen war crimes and I've already broken a bunch of federal laws at this rate.
A landing zone.
It's going hot and heavy.
Landing zone confirmed.
Snake, that area's a hot zone.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Definitely spotted. We're under attack. Over.
Understood. All fire teams, check your surroundings. Flush out the intruder. Out.
You're exempt from war crimes. You have a license to kill, remember? Yeah, the license to kill has been written by me with a Sharpie.
CP, this is Zulu 1. That girl's missing. It appears she's escaped. Over.
Hostile!
CP, understood. Commence the search.
That license to kill is just me writing you a Sharpie. Writing a Sharpie. I do whatever the hell I want. Oh no, she's dead. Where the hell's my extraction? What the fuck? There we go.
Please
This game's
select a
control
landing
scheme
zone.
is so screwy.
Landing zone confirmed.
Boss, are you sure about this?
Absolutely not, but we're in this deep already.
Hit me all you want.
Jeez.
Please select a landing zone.
Hit me all you want.
All the areas that I came through are all danger right now, so this is the only way we're gonna get out. Hot and heavy, as it say. Kojima doesn't kill anybody. I'm not Kojima though.
Pain is an illusion.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly
Get on the chopper.
CP, this is Zulu 1. We got a dead friendly here. Enemy's gotta be close. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Titan security is behind the intruder. Out.
All fire team, this is CP.
Target on the chopper.
Go, get it. Fuck it.
I'm taking fire. I'm damaging the chopper.
Come on, Morpho, can't you fly fucking faster? Yep. Done, dusted, and finished. Not exactly as clean as I liked it though, so whatever. I got a B rank. Good job. Alrighty. This game is like fucking 3 hours long, and people were angry at the fact that you had to pay like 30 to 40 bucks for it when it came out on launch. Which I agree, you should have just released the full game.
Snake. Snake!
Medic!
Yep, I'm up.
She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up!
Now
We gotta
hold
get it
on.
out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Yep, come on, let's open her up now. It's gonna hurt like a bitch and a half though, so.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
Alrighty. Jeez, whoever did the suture work is fucking getting sued for malpractice. Oh boy. Yeah.
Keep her gun in.
Oh. We got the bomb out, boss. We're heroes, right? Oh god, there's so many intestines. Oh god.
Breathing stable, no active bleeding. She's clean, I'm closing her up. Hold her steady. It's gotta be a continuous suture.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1.
Oh.
Hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
Oh god, that's brutal though. Fuck.
Tower, this is Morpho 1. Do you copy? Can't get through. The link seems fine, but...
Hey, you'd mind not touching the girl while she's out cold and, you know, got a bomb ripped out of her? Ugh, jeez. What am I gonna tell the guys back at home? Ugh, boy. Wow, what the fuck?
Look! Commander Miller!
God, Big Boss was so badass, he shot the rotor out of the helicopter. Oh God, my friends! All that work to build up this base, going down the shitter. Oh, God. Like I said, all that work just to make this base gone down the shitter. Fuck. Well, the boys are dead. Shit.
Nothing but a smoke screen. I heard explosions. Then
What base is that? It's called Mother Base.
Fiddle!
Nope.
Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it! You spying bitch! on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Sir, please, come on. This isn't gonna help.
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
Wait. What? Shit! No! Alrighty.
Your favorite song? Nicola, Bart. Immigrants wrongly executed. But their deaths served as a message to others. That ours is a society that murders the innocent. Do you too believe your sacrifice will change the world?
Oh my goodness, it's time for the post-credit scene, guys.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is...
Don't you die on me, damn it! He's running! Now! Clear!
So many people lost.
No response. Hit him again.
Oh, for what?
Clear.
Ah, where the hell am I? Oh, my head. What? Oh God, my hand is gone.
You've been in a coma for
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Oh my gosh.
The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost. Won't stop hurting.
The line. Yay! Oh my goodness. Alrighty, that's the end of that, I suppose. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this stream of me playing and failing a little bit at Metal Gear Solid Phantom Ground Zero. At some point, I'll probably tackle the Phantom Pain, probably tomorrow or maybe the day after. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be all for this one. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you want to see more, I'll be picking this up at another point in time. I'm thinking of doing Vampire the Masquerade tomorrow or something. So yeah, and yeah. Till then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.